Money decisions are often driven by emotion, fear of missing out, greed, anxiety about the future, or excitement over a new purchase. But the Stoics taught that emotional control is the key to making rational, effective decisions in all areas of life, including finance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In financial terms, this means that mastering your emotions leads to better investing, spending, and saving habits. Think about the most common financial mistakes: panic selling during a market crash, impulse buying expensive items, or taking on debt to impress others. These decisions aren't based on logic, they're driven by emotional reactions. The Stoics remind us that emotions are natural, but they should never dictate our actions. Instead, we should take a step back, assess the situation rationally, and act based on long-term goals rather than short-term feelings. One of the most effective Stoic techniques for controlling emotions is negative visualization. The Stoics practiced imagining worst-case scenarios so they could mentally prepare for them. In financial terms, this means asking yourself, what would happen if the market crashed tomorrow? How would I react if I lost my job? By thinking through these possibilities in advance, you reduce the emotional shock if they actually happen. Instead of panicking, you can respond with a clear plan. Another Stoic technique is the pause principle. When faced with a major financial decision, don't act immediately. Take 24 hours or even a week to reflect on whether the decision aligns with your long-term financial strategy. For example, before making a large purchase, ask yourself, do I truly need this? Or is this an emotional reaction? This simple habit can prevent costly mistakes and keep your financial goals on track. The Stoics also emphasized focusing only on what's within your control. Epictetus wrote, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control and some things are not. You can't control the economy, inflation, or stock market fluctuations, but you can control your spending, saving, and investment strategies. By directing your energy toward the things you can influence, you gain financial stability and peace of mind." Practicing gratitude is another Stoic tool that helps curb emotional spending. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Think of what you have rather than what you lack." When you appreciate what you already own, the urge to chase unnecessary upgrades diminishes. Instead of feeling the need to constantly buy the latest gadgets, cars, or fashion, gratitude helps you recognize that you have enough. This shift in mindset leads to smarter spending and greater financial contentment. The Stoic approach to investing also relies on emotional control. Many investors panic when markets drop, selling their investments at a loss. But a Stoic investor stays calm, knowing that market fluctuations are beyond their control. Instead of reacting emotionally, they stick to a long-term strategy, focusing on fundamentals rather than short-term noise. Warren Buffett's famous advice, "Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful," is deeply Stoic in nature. Finally, self-discipline plays a key role in mastering financial emotions. Seneca wrote, "A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is." In personal finance, this means that your happiness shouldn't depend on external wealth. The discipline to save rather than spend, to invest wisely rather than chase quick gains, and to live below your means rather than impress others leads to long-term success and financial peace. Mastering financial emotions is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. By applying Stoic principles like negative visualization, the pause principle, focusing on what's within your control, and gratitude, you gain the ability to make smart, rational financial choices. Money becomes a tool, not a source of stress. And once you control your emotions, you take control of your financial future. Most people believe that financial success comes from making more money. But the Stoics taught that true wealth comes from needing less. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." In a world driven by consumerism, this ancient wisdom reminds us that financial freedom isn't about how much you earn, it's about how little you waste. By embracing minimalism, you reduce financial stress, accelerate wealth building, and create space for what truly matters. Financial minimalism starts with a shift in mindset. Society constantly pushes the idea that happiness comes from buying more. Bigger homes, luxury cars, designer clothes. But these things often come at the cost of financial security. The Stoic approach is to ask, do I truly need this? Or have I been conditioned to believe I do? This question alone can prevent unnecessary purchases and help you focus on what genuinely improves your life. One of the most effective ways to embrace minimalism is through voluntary discomfort, a practice the Stoics used to train themselves to be content with less. Seneca would occasionally sleep on the floor or eat only basic meals to remind himself that luxury is not a necessity. In financial terms, this could mean challenging yourself to a no-spend week, cutting non-essential subscriptions, or driving a reliable used car instead of upgrading to a new model. These small experiments show you that happiness isn't tied to consumption. Simplifying your financial life also means decluttering your expenses. Many people have numerous bank accounts, multiple credit cards, and subscriptions they barely use. Managing this complexity creates stress and makes tracking spending harder. Instead, Stoic minimalism encourages financial simplicity, consolidating accounts, eliminating wasteful expenses, and automating savings and bill payments. The less mental energy spent managing money, the more you can focus on growing wealth. Budgeting, when approached stoically, isn't about restriction, it's about alignment. Every dollar should serve a purpose, moving you toward financial freedom rather than mindless consumption. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary?" When applied to spending, this practice ensures that your money supports your values rather than fleeting desires. For example, choosing to cook at home instead of ordering takeout daily isn't deprivation. It's an intentional financial decision that prioritizes long-term goals over short-term convenience. Gratitude is another powerful Stoic tool that reinforces financial minimalism. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Think of what you have rather than what you lack." When you appreciate what you already own, you feel less need to upgrade or chase the latest trends. This mindset shift not only saves money, but also brings deeper contentment. Instead of feeling like you need a bigger house, you recognize that your current home meets your needs. Instead of constantly upgrading your phone, you realize the one you have functions perfectly fine. The Stoics also believed in focusing on what you can control. Financially, this means resisting social pressure to keep up with others. Many people fall into the trap of spending to impress, buying expensive cars, designer clothing, or extravagant vacations not because they truly want them, but because they feel expected to. But Epictetus warned, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The Stoic path to financial freedom requires rejecting the need for external validation and instead making decisions that align with your values. Minimalism doesn't mean living like a monk. It means removing financial clutter so you can focus on what truly matters. For some, that might mean saving aggressively to retire early. For others, it might mean working less to have more time with family. The key is ensuring that your financial habits serve your larger purpose. Ultimately, the Stoic principle of minimalism is about freedom. The less money you waste on unnecessary things, the more you have to invest in your future, pursue your passions, and live without financial stress. Wealth isn't measured by what you own, but by how much control you have over your life. By adopting a minimalist mindset, you ensure that money serves you, not the other way around. Financial stress is one of the greatest sources of anxiety in modern life. Unexpected expenses, job loss, market downturns, these uncertainties can shake even the most disciplined person. But the Stoics believe that fear of the unknown is unnecessary when you've already prepared for it. Seneca wrote, "The wise man looks to the future, prepares for what may happen, and considers how he can endure what is to come." By applying this principle to personal finance, you can create a safety net that ensures you remain unshaken no matter what challenges arise. One of the most powerful Stoic exercises for financial preparedness is premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This practice involves mentally walking through worst-case scenarios and planning for them in advance. Instead of hoping, that nothing bad happens, the Stoic approach is to ask, what would I do if I lost my income tomorrow? What if a major unexpected expense hit me? How would I survive a market crash? Thinking through these situations helps you create contingency plans before they become urgent crises. An emergency fund is the first line of defense against financial uncertainty. Having 3 to 6 months' worth of essential expenses saved allows you to handle unexpected events without relying on credit cards or loans. Without a safety net, even minor emergencies, like a car repair or medical bill, can cause financial chaos. Treating your emergency fund as untouchable money reinforces your financial resilience, ensuring that life's surprises don't derail your long-term goals. Diversification is another essential principle in Stoic financial planning. Seneca warned against placing all resources in one area, and modern financial wisdom echoes this advice. Spreading investments across different asset classes, stocks, bonds, real estate, and even alternative income streams, reduces risk. The same principle applies to income. Relying solely on one job is a vulnerability. Having multiple income sources such as freelancing, rental income, or investments strengthens your financial stability. The Stoics also taught that focusing on what you can control is key to peace of mind. Market fluctuations, inflation, and economic downturns are beyond your influence, but how you prepare for them is within your power. Instead of worrying about external factors, focus on what you can do. Save consistently, spend wisely, avoid unnecessary debt, and continue developing your skills to remain valuable in the job market. Flexibility is another core Stoic value that applies to financial preparedness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." A rigid financial plan that doesn't allow for adjustments is doomed to fail. If inflation rises or your income temporarily decreases, adapting your budget instead of panicking allows you to remain financially strong. Being flexible doesn't mean abandoning your goals. It means finding new ways to achieve them under changing circumstances. Gratitude also plays a role in financial resilience. Marcus Aurelius encouraged us to take full account of what excellencies you possess. When facing financial uncertainty, gratitude shifts your mindset from fear to strength. Instead of focusing on what might go wrong, recognize what you already have: a steady income, a support network, past financial wins, or skills that allow you to generate income. Gratitude reduces anxiety and reminds you that you are already equipped to handle challenges. Taking action is the final and most important step in financial preparedness. Many people acknowledge that they should save more, invest smarter, or build alternative income streams, but they delay taking real steps. Seneca wrote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." The best time to start preparing is now, not when a crisis hits. Even small actions, like setting up an automated savings transfer, diversifying income, or reviewing insurance policies, build a stronger financial foundation over time. True financial security doesn't come from avoiding risk, it comes from being prepared for anything. The Stoics remind us that while we cannot predict the future, we can control how ready we are for it. By planning for financial hardships before they happen, we turn potential crises into manageable challenges. Instead of fearing the unknown, we face it with confidence, knowing that we have already prepared for whatever may come. Want to strengthen your financial resilience the Stoic way? Subscribe to our channel and explore our playlist filled with strategies to prepare for the unexpected, build financial security, and remain unshaken in any economy. Click subscribe, turn on notifications, and take control of your financial future today. Wealth often controls people more than people control wealth. The endless pursuit of money, status, and material possessions can consume a person's life, leaving them anxious, dissatisfied, and always wanting more. But the Stoics believed that true freedom comes from detachment, especially from external things like money. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." When applied to personal finance, this principle helps you break free from materialism, make better financial decisions, and use money as a tool rather than a master. Modern culture conditions us to believe that happiness is tied to possessions, bigger houses, luxury cars, the latest gadgets. But studies show that beyond a certain level of financial security, more wealth does not increase happiness. The Stoics remind us that lasting contentment comes not from external acquisitions but from inner stability. If you can find peace and satisfaction with what you have now, you are already wealthy. The first step to detaching from materialism is identifying why you spend. Many purchases are not about the object itself, but about what it represents: status, acceptance, or temporary pleasure. For example, buying designer clothes or a high-end car might not actually improve your life, but rather serve as a way to impress others. The Stoic approach is to ask, do I truly need this, or is this a desire created by external influences? This simple question can prevent unnecessary spending and redirect money toward things that genuinely improve your quality of life. Another way to practice financial detachment is through voluntary simplicity. The Stoics would occasionally live with minimal comforts to remind themselves that they didn't need luxury to be happy. In modern financial terms, this means living below your means even when you can afford more, driving a practical car instead of a luxury one, resisting unnecessary home upgrades, or avoiding the cycle of always upgrading to the latest technology. Allows you to stay in control of your finances rather than letting lifestyle inflation dictate your choices. Gratitude is a powerful Stoic practice that reduces the desire for more. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Think of what you have rather than what you lack." By regularly appreciating what you already own, you shift your focus from scarcity to abundance. For example, instead of thinking, "I need a bigger house," you reflect on how your current home provides warmth, safety, and comfort. This mindset not only saves money but also eliminates the constant dissatisfaction that materialism creates. The Stoics also taught the importance of focusing on what you can control. Epictetus wrote, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." You can't control economic trends, inflation, or how others perceive your financial success, but you can control your own relationship with money. Detaching from materialism means making financial decisions based on your values, not societal expectations. A common fear is that if you don't strive for more, you'll become lazy or unmotivated. But Stoic detachment doesn't mean rejecting wealth. It means using wealth wisely. Seneca was one of the richest men in Rome, but he understood that money was just a means to an end, not an end in itself. The goal isn't to avoid money, but to ensure that money serves you rather than the other way around. One of the most powerful signs of financial detachment is the ability to walk away. If your lifestyle requires you to stay in a stressful job, tolerate poor treatment, or constantly worry about money, then your finances control you. But if you've built savings, live within your means, and make intentional financial choices, you have the freedom to make decisions based on what's best for you, not just what pays the bills. This is true financial independence, not just having wealth, but having control over how you live. Ultimately, the Stoic approach to wealth is about freedom. Detaching from materialism doesn't mean rejecting comfort or ambition. It means breaking free from the need for more. It means controlling money rather than being controlled by it. By appreciating what you already have, avoiding status-driven spending, and living with purpose, you create a financial life that is not only secure, but deeply fulfilling. Money is a powerful tool, but without direction, it can easily become a source of stress and confusion. The Stoics believed that everything in life should serve a higher purpose, including wealth. Epictetus said, "Know first what it is you want, then act accordingly." When applied to money, this means ensuring that every financial decision aligns with your core values, long-term goals, and personal philosophy. Without this alignment, you risk chasing wealth without ever finding fulfillment. Many people manage money reactively rather than intentionally. They spend based on social pressure, invest without clear goals, and work tirelessly without asking why. The result? A life consumed by financial stress, despite having a decent income. The Stoic approach flips this mindset. Instead of using money as a way to impress others or chase endless accumulation, it becomes a tool to create freedom, security, and meaning. The first step in aligning money with purpose is defining what truly matters to you. What do you want your wealth to accomplish? Is it financial independence, more time with family, the ability to give generously, or the freedom to pursue meaningful work? Once you clarify your purpose, financial decisions become simpler because they either support your mission or they don't. Budgeting becomes more than just numbers. It becomes a reflection of your values. A Stoic budget doesn't just track income and expenses. It ensures that money is spent on things that matter. For example, if family is a priority, your budget might allocate more to experiences with loved ones rather than luxury goods. If financial security is your goal, savings and investments take precedence over impulsive spending. Self-discipline plays a crucial role in financial alignment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This means resisting external influences that push you toward financial decisions that don't align with your goals. Social media, advertising, and peer pressure constantly encourage spending on things that don't truly serve you. The Stoic approach is to filter out these distractions and stay committed to what matters most. Regular reflection is key. The Stoics practiced daily review, where they assessed whether their actions aligned with their principles. Financially, this means periodically reviewing your spending, savings, and investments. Ask yourself, are my financial habits helping me build the life I want? Am I using money wisely or am I letting it control me? These questions ensure that you remain on track and make necessary adjustments. The Stoics also emphasized focusing on what you can control. You can't control the stock market, inflation, or economic downturns, but you can control how you prepare for them. Investing in a way that aligns with your long-term goals, avoiding unnecessary debt, and building an emergency fund all ensure that your financial future remains in your hands. Gratitude plays a key role in financial alignment, Marcus Aurelius advised, think of what you have rather than what you lack. When you appreciate the financial stability you already have, you feel less pressure to chase more for the sake of more. Instead of constantly upgrading your lifestyle or feeling dissatisfied with your financial progress, gratitude helps you recognize that you're already on the right path. One of the most powerful ways to align money with purpose is through generosity. True wealth isn't just about accumulation, it's about impact. Seneca wrote, "He who gives to others is richer for it." Whether it's donating to causes you believe in, mentoring someone in financial literacy, or using your money to create opportunities for others, generosity reinforces that wealth is meant to serve, not just to be stored. Ultimately, money is only as valuable as what it allows you to do. If your finances don't align with your values, you may feel restless no matter how much wealth you accumulate. But if every dollar you earn, spend, and invest serves a larger purpose, you create a financial life that is not just successful, but deeply fulfilling. The Stoics remind us that true wealth is not in the numbers. It's in the way we use those numbers to live a meaningful life. Want to learn how to master money with Stoic wisdom? Subscribe to our channel and explore our playlist filled with practical strategies to align your finances with your values, build wealth with purpose, and live a financially free life. Click subscribe, turn on notifications, and take control of your financial destiny today.